Alrighty, class. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to move into our shared reading. I'm going to read a story to you, and this time I think you're going to help me read it back. But before I do that, before I tell you what our book title is, I want to see your hands straight up in the air for me. All right. Only put your hand down if you haven't read this book before. Our book today is Brown Bear, What Do You See? If you haven't read this book before, make sure you put those hands down. Okay. Now, if you do remember, turn and tell your neighbor something you remember about it, okay? Go ahead.
There's lots of colors.
All right. And back to me in 3, 2, last one. Great job, you guys. Before we begin today, I wanted to start by telling you what we're going to be looking for while we're reading the story of Brown Bear, what do you see? Okay, this time we're going to be we're going to be identifying the different parts of a sentence. That's right, we're going to try that out today. Can you guys tell me anything else we've learned to look for when we're reading a book? What, Ellie?
Front cover, back cover, spine.
Ooh, those are some good words. All right, do you guys think you have it in you?
Yes.
Can you do this?
Front cover.
Yes.
Okay,
back
hold on.
Spine.
This part is
Front cover.
very good. How about this part?
Back cover.
Very good. Just a little quieter inside voices, okay? And this part is
Spine.
our spine. What if I put my fingers here where I was reading? Brown bear, what do you see?
Title.
That's the title. Very good, Ellie. Okay. And now, just like there are parts to this book, there's also going to be parts to our sentence. And our title just happens to be a sentence. So can you guys notice anything in our sentence? Brown bear, what do you see? What's one thing you notice, Hewitt?
There's a punctuation at the end of each line.
At the end? Yes, there is a punctuation at the end of each line. Ellie, you've seen this one before. What's this last one here?
That's a question mark.
Very good. And I have it up on our anchor chart. Now, Hewitt, you did mention that you see something else a little funny there. That is another punctuation.
Huh?
That one is going to be called, it's called our comma. And this is my anchor chart that I've made for you guys to keep at your table spots.
Okay.
Our punctuation anchor chart is going to show all the different punctuations, their symbols, and their names and meanings. So our period, when we see a period, that name is a period, we are going to pause, and it tells us that we have a sentence.
Yes.
When we see our question mark, it's going to ask a question. We're going to kind of raise our voice a little bit so that, or you can put your hands up. Sometimes body language helps too. To ask a question. And the last new one that we're introducing is going to be our comma. It looks like a very small little
backwards C.
Backwards C, but very low and very tiny.
Yeah.
And our comma means to small pause, and that there's more to come. Okay?
Oh.
So this one will sit at your table spots.
Okay.
All right. Now, as we go through the book, we're going to try our shared reading where I point to me when it's my turn to read. And then I'm going to point to you guys, and then you're going to read. Can you do that for me?
Yes. Oh, no.
Okay, try to match me. Remember, we're looking for different punctuations, and they tell us what to do. Okay, so let's try the title. My turn. Brown bear, what do you see?
Brown bear, what do you see?
Very good. And this book, we didn't talk about this part here, but if I go into my title page, where we see the title one more time, it does have Bill Martin Jr. His name is in red here, and he is the author. And then in green, it says pictures by Eric Carle. So those two names at the beginning. Illustrator. Very good. Thank you. All right. Again, we're going to read through, pausing when it's a period, smaller pause when it's a comma, and try to raise our voice up when we're asking a question. Or sometimes Mrs. Betty uses her hands. Okay? I'll point to me when it's my turn. I'll point to you when it's your turn. Or I'll tell you. I'll say, my turn, your turn. Got it? Capiche?
Capiche.
Very good. Okay. In our story, Brown bear, what do you see?
Brown bear, what do you see?
My turn. I see a red bird looking at me.
I see a red bird looking at me.
Very good. I want to take a minute here and just take a look at our other sentence here. We've looked at the sentence on the title page. This one looks a little different. Can you tell me what important you see about our sentence here, Ellie?
Is there going to be a red bird on the next page?
Yes, but thank you. I'm asking about what you see about our sentence.
Oh.
What do you see in the very beginning, Hewitt?
That there's a different symbol.
There is a different. Okay, so what happened to our letter here?
It's uppercase.
It is an uppercase I. That's
I.
right. So all of our sentences, we're going to be looking for those. We're going to be looking for our uppercase letters.
Uppercase.
That's one part of our sentences. And then we're going to be looking for
Oh no.
what's at the end of this
Period.
sentence. A period.
That's
What's at the end of the sentence over here?
Question mark.
Exactly. Good job, you two. Okay. Let's finish our shared reading, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your help with those.
Yay.
Here's our next one. My turn.
Knew it.
Red bird, what do you see?
Red bird, what do you see?
Here's that capital. It's down here. I see a yellow duck looking at me.
I see a yellow duck looking at me.
Very good. Let's keep going. Yellow duck, what do you see?
Yellow duck, what do you see?
Very good. Over here. I see a blue horse looking at me.
I see a blue horse looking at me.
Very good, you two. Blue, my turn. Blue horse, what do you see?
Blue horse, what do you see?
Good job using your hands, Ellie. I see a green frog looking at me.
I see a green frog looking at me.
Good job. Green frog, what do you see?
Green frog, what do you see?
Good job. I see a purple cat looking at me.
I see a purple cat looking at me.
Good. Purple cat, what do you see?
Purple cat, what do you see?
I see a white dog looking at me.
I see a white dog looking at me. That
Very
can't be
good.
good. Oh no.
White dog, what do you see?
White dog, what do you see?
I see a black sheep looking at me.
I see a black sheep looking at me.
Look at these colorful pages. Black sheep, what do you see?
Black sheep, what do you see?
I see a goldfish looking at me.
I see a goldfish looking at me.
Very good. Oh, teacher, what do you see? My turn, hold on. Teacher. Oh, pause. Mrs. Betty's turn. Teacher, what do you see? Your turn.
Teacher, what do you
You
see?
guys are getting very good at this book, right?
Yeah.
I see children looking at me.
I see children looking at me. She means us.
My turn. Children, what do you see?
Children, what do you see?
Oh, but there's no words here. Look at all those children. Let's see what they see. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. My turn. We see a brown bear.
We see a brown bear.
There's that comma we talked about. That's
Yeah.
for our pause. A red bird.
A red bird.
My turn. A yellow duck.
A yellow duck.
A blue horse.
A blue horse.
A green frog.
A green frog.
A purple cat.
A purple cat.
A white dog.
A white dog.
A black sheep.
A black sheep.
A goldfish.
A goldfish.
And a teacher looking at us.
And a teacher looking at us.
That's what we see.
That's what we see.
Very good, you guys. And we've gone over the book and some new punctuation marks today. So your activities as we go through our day, we're looking for two things. We're looking for a capital letter at the beginning of our sentences, and we're looking to see what punctuation marks. Where do we normally see our punctuation marks? Hewitt.
At the end of a sentence.
At the end of the sentence.
Or a
That's right.
comma if it's a middle.
And our new one is our comma, and this anchor chart will stay at each of your tables. So this is going to be your sheet today. Your sheet for our book, you're going to, I have the directions, but we'll go over them together. We are going to circle the capital letters. You say.
Circle the capital letters.
At the beginning of the sentence.
At the beginning of the sentence.
Green crayon.
Green can.
Circle the punctuation.
Circle the punctuation.
At the ending of a sentence.
At the ending of a sentence.
In red.
In red crayon.
Trace the color word.
Trace the color word.
And color the picture.
And color the picture.
Very good. So that's just some extra practice since we talked about a lot of colors today. In this book.
Color.
So
I
we're
like
going to
the
color. We're going to put, what's the first thing we do? Name on our paper.
First thing.
Very good. And then we're going to turn this into Mrs. Betty in our turn-in bin, and that's going to be the end of our time together right now. All right, you guys.